Good evening and welcome to week 23 of D&D Chat from the Elland Craft and Tap, featuring my good friends Chris and Kai.
Hello.
Hello.
So what's the burning issue today, Chris?
Well, first of all, I need to give you a reminder about the Bard Off, which is on the 13th of August at the Elland Craft and Tap at 7:30. Extra points if you're an American voice actor. If you bring a loot, I'll be in love. If a one-man band walks in, I'm literally going to fall over unconscious. So
I've heard crazy talk, crazy wild talk.
It is crazy wild talk
of level 20 bards.
Of course.
How many level 20 bards are going to turn up, do you reckon?
Well, we've easily got 6. I'd like more.
And how are they going to be in combat with each other?
Well, I think we're going to have to run teams to start with. So I think we'll have little bands of bards or a troop of bards.
Right.
Playing it off against each other.
Royal Rumble style.
Royal Rumble style.
And then how do we get
Maybe
down...
tables, ladders and chairs involved. Who knows?
Nice. And how do we get down to an individual winner? Or is that for you to decide?
That will happen on the night.
All to be revealed.
We've been having conversations with some players already about what characters they will be rolling, and I must admit there's been some real creativity and inventiveness.
Okay.
I'm quite impressed.
So 2 weeks to the Bard Off, people.
Yeah.
Count the days down.
And everybody's welcome. You want to turn up, you can. Just turn up and we'll work you in.
13 sleeps to the Bard Off.
Yeah, just 13 sleeps. And, you know, if you turn up, if you're an American voice actor, we'll give you some time on the podcast as well.
So it brings us to the legendary, though somewhat challenged, Comic Corner.
And I need to talk about this. I need to just sort of segue into this.
But it's Kai's Comic Corner.
It's not anymore because he's redundant. He's killed the comments. And I think he needs to apologise to our one commenter Raymond for throwing tomatoes at him.
I did throw tomatoes. It is meant as a compliment. From one slinger of terrible puns to another. Is a matter of respect for the craft of terrible punning. Is the humble tomato.
So please come back, Raymond.
Yes.
We miss you.
We do miss you, Raymond.
Kai will stop throwing tomatoes at you, and please, of the 800 plus people who are watching this, can someone just send us a little comment? Because it'll make us happy.
Even shut up. I don't mind. If you just said, shut up, you're crap, that would be a start.
Our last video got 865 views, 11 likes, and 0 comments.
Yes, but was it entertainment or morbid curiosity? That's what I want to know.
It's the question, really.
Yeah.
So, last week we had obviously the issues about flying, which resulted in no comments. I'm still always happy to have a flying character.
I like a bit of flying.
Everyone likes a bit of flying. And then we talked about the now legendary, mathematically sound but unpleasing D6 and D10 structure.
Yeah.
Which again I'd hope we get some comments on, but we didn't. So what should we talk about this week to get some controversy going in the party?
Talk about that.
Talk about the medallion's fun.
Medallion's fun. I was going to think something more classic. What about all these races? So for old school second edition people, it was Tolkien. That was your races.
Yeah.
Orcs were bad.
True.
Orcs were bad.
Elves were good.
Elves were good. And that was it.
Dwarves couldn't be paladins.
Dwarves couldn't be paladins. Clerics couldn't have sharp weapons. There was some proper Gary Gygax rules. So now, literally anyone can be anything. In fact, most of the time we're very rarely as a human in the party.
We are an ethnically diverse adventuring party.
Proper rainbow coalition.
And you've got dragonkind, you've got kobolds, you've got grons, you've got all sorts of things. And it is for old school D&D.
Something half resembling a penguin. We even had an owlbear once.
We've had an owlbear.
We have had an owlbear.
That was a pet, to be fair.
That was a pet.
It was a bit more than a pet.
It was a good pet.
It was, yeah.
So does the audience think that makes it better or worse? Because obviously now there's no repeat of any two characters. When you roll up a character, there's never going to play, I played a dwarven fighter before, because there's so many variations on that itself. So it's a different game. And things move on. I'm more okay with it now than I was to begin with. Before, playing a half-orc paladin, that was that was quite weird.
Yeah, but you do Chumbawamba, so what more do you want?
Yeah, absolutely. No, once you find out the benefits, it's all good.
I get knocked down, get up.
We're more than a minute in, so it's fine to swear.
Sorry?
You only need to worry about swearing in the first minute of the video.
Yeah, okay, fair. Yes, the audience drops off. So other issues we need to talk about is the classic paper record as opposed to phone record.
I like this.
I like this. I do.
I mean, I feel that this is more gaming. I even though I do a lot of things digitally, I do feel like when I'm playing D&D, I like a piece of paper in front of me, and with a pencil and an eraser. I think it's a rubber in England, isn't it?
It is.
There you go. It's a rubber. I know what that means to the Americans, but I'm going to say the word rubber. And I quite like that because it's just something I can hold, I can play with, It ages and you can put notes on it. I think it works a bit
Spill your beer over it.
Spill your beer over it.
Yeah, little beer stains, coffee stains, it means something.
Yeah, definitely.
So I'm still very pro the character sheets as opposed to the automatic one. Though I notice a lot of the younger players do like a bit of D&D Beyond.
Yeah.
But unless you're paying for it, it doesn't update, or mine certainly doesn't update to speed. So again, let's get your comments, people. Paper character sheets against electronic character sheets.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the paper character. I sort of do a bit of a hybrid thing where I'll have most of my stuff on paper, but I keep track of all my equipment in like a document on my phone, just because I never find there's enough space to write down all the stuff you end up picking up in your adventures on a paper character sheet.
And obviously that leads us to this. Now we have certain players in the group we can't show this to because they're too busy hurling it around. But nothing beats the excitement of looking up the right page of the player's handbook and getting a result. Like, can monks catch darts when surprised?
I mean, as a DM, I like having these in the monster manual and the DM,
very good.
Because what you can do is, if I'm putting something together, I can actually open these and have them on the table and read them.
Yeah.
And actually thumb through them. Because the thing is, when you start using things that are digital, you search for a specific thing and you read about it. Whereas with a player's handbook or monster manual, I just thumb through it and I might find something and I might get some inspiration to look down an entirely new route.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Because I've got the books. You see what I mean?
I definitely
it makes
find
a massive difference to my creativity. I love having these books so I can read them. And some of the, and I've got to say, some of these, there's some fantastic content.
Yeah.
I mean, the amount of work and effort that's gone into these books, I absolutely love it. Even to the illustrations and looking at the illustrations, which tell the story in themselves.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely passionate about having the real books, and I got these, didn't I, when we started? I ordered them because I just feel it makes such a difference.
Yeah, I don't definitely, and I couldn't imagine trying to run a game with just digital materials.
And I'd be keen to get some more. I think they just could, perhaps just some additional books. But I do
some more monster books.
Okay,
anyway,
so let's get some comments. Paper or digital? What sort of dice do you like? Are you coming to the Bard Off? Just let us know your thoughts.
Come to the Bard Off.
Come to the Bard Off. So let us know your thoughts. And we'll see you next week.
Yep.
See you next week.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
To the